Welcome back on the show as an opportunity to get another stadium tour or gym tour as we get to take a look around the state at different high school gyms. And joining us on the show today is going to be Bradley Argabright. He is the head coach of the Labette County boys basketball team. Hey, coach, appreciate your time. Exciting time of the year. How much fun are you having with this year's team?
Yeah, we're having a great time. I've got a group that's working really hard right now, playing with a lot of effort. And, it's a lot of kids that we had in football, too. I know we haven't got to that point yet of talking about that, but, it's a lot of kids that have just really been around our program and competed well, for the last 4 years. We've got a great senior class that's really working hard. And the leadership piece has been really good this year. We just have kids that are hungry and playing well together. So it's been a joy to coach these guys. But, we've still got a lot of goals in front of us. And we're trying to go achieve those and finish February and March in the right way.
All right, you bring up football. I had Sean Fry, who's sports manager, sports editor for Chanute Tribune and the Parsons Sun, and he said you might be in the running for the busiest guy in the entire state. Head football coach, head basketball coach, and then running track as well. How do you keep things straight throughout the year?
Yeah, it's just focusing on the sport at hand. The little bits and pieces. Kind of where you have to do equipment and all that. That's kind of stuff you kind of have to do in the meantime. But really, for me, it's just focusing on the sport at hand. Really making sure that I'm giving the effort to that sport, and then giving my time. When we're in that sport, we're in that sport. That's what I always tell our kids. Same with them. I tell them all the time. If I can coach three sports, you can play three sports and come out and do all those things. So it's just making sure that we're focused on the job at hand, not getting too far ahead, and just being in the moment.
And it's worked out really well. A lot of success there at Labette County. All right, Coach, we'll go ahead and let you flip your camera around here as we get rolling with this tour. Labette County, like I've always seen the pictures. I've always seen some of the videos and the highlights. Just one of the, in my opinion, one of the more historic gyms out there in the state.
Yeah, as I'm panning around here, this core Harrison Gymnasium was built in the 50s, and really hasn't changed. You can see the architect up top. It's just a gorgeous
Wow.
gym. We've updated the windows in the last couple years. We've got a tremendous maintenance staff here at Labette County High School that really make this. But a lot of the artwork's been here a long time, and the best part about this gym is how loud it gets. When the band gets going, our band's up there up top. When they get going and we get this place filled up, it's a lot of fun to play in. Just a very historic place. A lot of good basketball games have been played in here, and I'm just happy, to be here and be a part of it.
Any games that stand out to you during your career or even ones that you watched before?
Yeah, I'm not from here. I'm actually from Olpe, Kansas. But
Yeah.
when coaching wise, we won a sub-state game here four years ago. That was a huge win for us. But I know that back in the, let's see if I can find it here. Back in the 2000s, we got second place in 2000 here at Labette County High School, led by Ryan O'Daffer that year. And that was Coach Smith and that crew. I got a coach under Coach Smith. When I first started here for 2 years, which really gave me a history of Labette County basketball and what it means. He was here for 30 years. I've been here now for 10 years. So, there hasn't been a lot of turnover here. We've had three coaches in the last, since about 1980. We've had three coaches. Just a lot of history here. And when people get here, they stay here. It's just a great community.
All right, so I realize you play the majority of your games at night. So, those windows, though, I feel like are just so cool. Is there any opportunities, I guess, to play in the afternoon or the daytime where you can see that light coming in?
It's always been one of those things. We never have. We've never played in here. It's 10 a.m. right now. We've never played an afternoon game in here, not since I've been here.
Sure.
Like a tournament game. We don't host a tournament. So, we haven't had any day games. I would love a day game. I've always thought that, getting a day game with us in Parsons and getting both those communities here during the day and our students here would be a great atmosphere. But, for the most part, no, we have not played any day games. But, it would be a lot of fun to play with that in the windows in here.
I think like any community coach, high school gyms are well used, but I got to imagine this one in Labette County, that's got to be a well used facility.
Yeah. We use this for wrestling. We use it for all of our basketball, volleyball. We just built a new gym where our volleyball is kind of playing at, but they still practice in here. And then all of our PE classes are in here as well. We don't have class right now, but we're about to. And, when we do that, our kids are, we run stair laps in here. We've done that for years. And yeah, you're right. It gets a lot of use. Our junior high programs use it. Our little league programs use it. And, it's a special place.
All right, where is the main concourse area? Where do you first come into the facility?
Yeah, let's go out here. We'll start right from the start here.
Get the true fan experience
Yeah,
here.
I got you. So, when we come out here, we just actually upgraded our awning here.
Okay.
So we had an old awning, and so this is our campus out in front of us. And then here's the entrance to our gym.
Nice. Okay. That is nice.
We just updated that.
Look at the big grizzly out there too.
Yeah, we just got that one up. Like I said, our maintenance guys, they just do a really nice job. Our theater's right here, and we'll go in there too. But here's the main entrance. And then when you get in here, we've got our state placing plaques. And then on the back side here, we've got our 1,000-point scoreballs.
How many you got here?
We've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. 14 that have scored 1,000 points. Our highest scorer that's the head coach at Pittsburgh right now is Tristan Gegg. Shout out.
Yeah.
Great player for us. She had 2,290 points. One of the great scorers in Kansas history. So, yeah, we've had some great players through here. And then, we go through here. Our theater's right here, our concession stand. And then, we love Labette County High School. We've got our Grizzlies all over the place. We've got all of our state champion placers in all sports individuals on the wall here.
Okay.
And then here's our most recent ones.
Is there a full-size grizzly anywhere? Because I know, like, when I go to Butler Community College, they got, like, a statue of full-size grizzly. Do you guys have anything like that?
We actually have a grizzly, and actually right where I'm standing is where it was. And then it was an actual grizzly, one that's stuffed. And that's probably the biggest one we got right there.
Okay.
Yeah. And then out the back here's our gym right there to our left. And then out the back here, we just built a new gym.
Oh, wow.
And we just built this facility.
So what does this use? Did you mention volleyball?
This is our volleyball gym. So the gym we were just in Harrison, it doesn't have air conditioning. And because of that, we built this gym. So, in the fall, it's always hot. So, our volleyball goes in here to the new gym. And then right out the back, there is our football field. So, we've got everything right here, accessible, for what we need. And just we have tremendous facilities right now at Labette County High School.
All right, so where do you guys come out of locker rooms? You don't take me in the locker room, but where do you guys come out? Where's your locker rooms at?
Yeah, I'll walk right to it here. So when we come out of here, right here is our a visiting team, and then our locker room is right here in front of us.
How about student section? Where are they located?
Student section's right across from us.
Okay.
Our bench. We're kind of different. We have our bench on the left, so they're straight across from us. Yeah, most of the time it's on the right, but our locker room's right here.
There we go.
If I get some lights on.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. Man, good setup. All right, so you mentioned some of the the better games. What's maybe the loudest that you've heard at that gym?
Oh, I would say most definitely a Parsons game. Always, those games are huge rivalries for us. And when it's packed, it's just always loud. But our sub-state games, our girls' game last year, our sub-state girls' game, it was tremendously loud. We kind of got our basketball kids in there. We've kind of got what we've done at the state tournament, our SEK, and then we just kind of have some quotes around. But when we come out this door right here, and then we make a tunnel, and out we come. So, just like I said, it's a great place to be, a great place to coach, and we've got great kids, and our facilities are just top notch.
I was talking to McPherson coaches, the Kinnemans, and they're talking about certain theme music they have when they come out to the gym, and I think the boys team from McPherson has like the Hot Stuff song. Do you guys have a specific song that you come out to?
We actually come out to "Blind" by Korn. We don't let the word start. we like that. That's kind of a football thing. That and Hell's Bells by AC/DC. That's two of our staples here that we like to run out to.
Can't go wrong with that. Hey, Coach, appreciate the time and the insight to your gym.
Awesome. Thank you for having me. Proud to be a Labette County Grizzly. Thank you for talking about our program and what we have going on here at Labette County High School.
It's looking good. Keep up the good work. That's Bradley Argabright, head coach of the Labette County boys basketball team with our stadium tour.